The wasteland stretched endlessly under twin suns, a cracked expanse of orange dust that had once been an ocean on the colony world of Drakar Prime. Lieutenant James Walker trudged through the heat, his environmental suit's cooling system whining in protest. The settlement was still 3 kilometers away, 3 kilometers that felt like 30 in this hellscape. A sound stopped in mid-step, a whimper, small and desperate. James turned, scanning the rocky outcropping to his left. At first, he saw nothing but heat shimmer and stone. Then movement, a flash of iridescent scales catching the light. Huddled in the shadow of a boulder was a Drakoni child, no more than 5 or 6 in human years. The young dragon's scales, which should have shimmered with hydration, were dull and flaking. His wings hung limp against his small frame, and his reptilian eyes were half closed with exhaustion. "Please, sir," the child rasped in heavily accented universal, his forked tongue barely able to form the words. "Just one sip of water." James's hand instinctively went to the canteen on his belt, his last canteen. The first had run dry an hour ago. This one contained maybe half a liter, just enough to get him back to the settlement if he rationed carefully. The Drakoni settlement was in the opposite direction, at least 5 kilometers away. The child extended a trembling claw. "Please, my mother, the sandstorm. I got lost." James knew the storms. They devastated the region 2 days ago, separating families, destroying water reclamation units. The Drakoni, despite their fearsome reputation across the galaxy, were desperately vulnerable to dehydration. Their high metabolism and heat-regulating scales required constant moisture. A Drakoni child could die in hours without water. "One sip," the young dragon repeated, his voice cracking. I know humans need water too. Just one sip. I'll find my way after." James looked at his canteen, then at the child, then at the shimmering horizon where the human settlement lay. His throat was already raw, his lips cracked. The suit's hydration system had failed that morning. He unscrewed the canteen. The Drakoni child's eyes widened with desperate hope, his small body tensing as if preparing for disappointment, as if he'd learned that hope was a luxury in the wasteland. James knelt down and held out the entire canteen. "Take it all," he said simply. The child stared confused. "Sir, I only need—" "Take it," James repeated, pressing it into the small clawed hands. "You need it more than me. Your settlement's farther, and you're smaller. Drink." Tears welled in the dragon child's vertical pupilled eyes. "But humans die without water too. Everyone knows this. Humans are stubborn," James said with a slight smile. "We're good at not dying when we're supposed to. Drink up, kid. All of it." The young Drakoni didn't need to be told 3 times. He clutched the canteen with both claws and drank deeply, his throat working frantically. Color began returning to his scales almost immediately, the iridescence blooming like flowers after rain. His wings perked up, his eyes brightened. When he finished, he looked at the empty canteen with something like horror. "You gave me everything. That's what you needed," James said, standing. His legs wobbled slightly. "Which way is your settlement?" The child pointed northwest with a claw. "But sir, how will you—" "I'll manage. Go home, kid. Your mother's probably worried sick." The young Drakoni hesitated, then spread his wings and took off in a burst of renewed energy, circling once overhead. "Thank you, human. Thank you." James waved him off and turned toward the settlement. 3 kilometers. Maybe 4 in his condition. His mouth felt like sandpaper, but his chest felt oddly light. Behind him, the dragon child soared toward home, carrying with him a story he would tell for the rest of his long life. About the day a human gave everything when asked for almost nothing. About the day he learned what humanity really meant.